Hello, this is Adrian Jr. of Cincinnati Outdoors, and a lot of people have been asking me what gear am I using for bass fishing. So I'm going to show you guys some of the rods and reels I use today. I don't have a lot. I'm fairly new to bass fishing, like hardcore bass fishing, so I'm going to show you guys what I use. There's only a couple problems with bass fishing. There's just so much information you have to take in. There's different water temperatures, clarities, different lures, different rods and reels, and it's really expensive. So I'm just going to show you guys the basics of what I use. And first I'm going to show you guys the very first rod and reel I've ever used. It's just that I'd recommend this reel for learning on. This rod, I don't even know if they make it anymore. It's an Garcia Promax. And I have braid on it, 30-pound braid. I can use it for flipping and pitching. And also, I just have a topwater tied onto it right now. It's a 7-1-1 on a medium heavy fast action rod. I'd recommend this for starters. And next I'm going to show you guys a rod that you can use for about jig fishing, just another rod you can use for flipping and pitching, but right now I have 10-pound test on it, so I threw a drop shot on it. I wouldn't recommend throwing a drop shot or 10-pound test on this rod, but it's all I had. So here we have so that last rod was 7 foot long, and this is the next rod. It's a Lews 7.1-1 with 10 ball bearings. It's a good reel, and I have it matched on the Garcia Veritos. 7'6" medium heavy fast action. It's a good rod right there. Next I'm going to show you guys my crankbait rod. I also throw spinner baits on it. So my next pull is an Omen black cranking rod from 13 Fishing. 7 foot moderate action. I have it matched with 10-pound test. I mean, a 12-pound test actually. 10-pound we have on this pole. I like 12 for crankbaits. Here's a Garcia lipless crankbait, and I have the reel is a Concept A from 13 Fishing. I love this reel. It's a 6-1-1. It's a great reel. So if you're looking at more expensive reels, that's a good one to start with. Here is my last rod that I use the most. It's a 13 Fishing Omen Black 2 casting rod, matched with a 13 Fishing Concept C 8-1-1. I like faster gear ratios for when I'm fishing jigs and stuff. So this is my jig rod. You can see I have a little Pepper Custom Baits jig with a net bait trailer. I love these baits because they have a football head style. The head is a football style, but see that little flat piece? It makes it stand up better. I get a lot of bites with these. Love them. This is matched with 15-pound Cigar fluorocarbon. So when you get to bass fishing, you realize that each line is used for different things. So my favorite line is fluorocarbon. We live where water is really clear. Fluorocarbon is basically invisible in clear water, and fluorocarbon can get expensive, so you could throw a braid backing on the back of it like I do on these ones. It helps you save money, but also for stuff like topwaters, there's different lines you can use for that. Braid will work, monofilament works good for topwater, and braid, I like monofilament more around where I live, but braid works good in dirtier water. It floats like a cork, so you throw it on frogs and stuff. When you're flipping and pitching, I prefer braid, so you can pull the fish out real fast. Besides that, different lines, different things. Monofilament stretches a little bit. Fluorocarbon doesn't. It has a tiny stretch, and braid will not stretch. If you can only get one rod and reel setup, I would recommend around a 7-foot medium heavy fast action or medium action rod with about a 7-1-1 to 6-6-1 gear ratio. That's what I'd recommend. Sorry for all the noise around here. I'm at Sunset Park, as you guys can see. It's the heart of fishing in Vegas. Everybody comes here. Everybody knows about it. It's quite noisy. All the ducks and airplanes always fly by. People yelling and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video more in depth on fishing stuff in the future when I get more into it, get more rods and reels, and I have more experience to tell you guys. And other than that, I'm gonna do some fishing. I'll show you guys what I catch. So I'm using this lipless crankbait because it's pretty cool today compared to the other days. As you guys can see, the sun's not beating down on the lake and the water's pretty dirty, so I went with the red. See what we can do. Got one on, the crankbait. Yamamoto lipless crankbait. He hit it right when it hit the water. He barely hooked too. He was in inches of water.
Right when it hit, huh?
Yep, literally. Right when it hit the water. First fish on my new crankbait casting Henderson. Nice little fish. Skinny though. Caught a second one today on the crankbait. Well, the camera wasn't recording. I thought it was, but it's okay. It was small. Second one out of this spot. They're on the island. So that was on my rod and reels, as you guys saw right there. We came out here when it was already getting dark. We managed to catch 2 on the crankbait. But other than that, we had a great day. Check out my Instagram. I'll be doing giveaways on it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you outdoors.